Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a no contact reading for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. I'm going to call in my spirit guides. I'm going to ask Spirit, what is your person thinking and feeling? Where is this connection headed? What is the energy around this connection? So let's get started. Let's see what our spirit guides have for you today. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages that you have from our special person that we're thinking of. What is it that you want us to know at this time? What is happening around this no contact? I am listening for you now. I want you in my life. So are they still wondering, can I still have you? Do you want to be in their life? Are you the one that wants them in your life? So maybe one of you definitely wants to get back together. I can't get you off my mind. That happens even if we're in separation. We can constantly be thinking about each other. I can't move. Very much a feeling of I feel paralyzed, that I can't move forward. I can't make any other changes. I can't make any other decisions. So somebody is stuck in limbo. I would say it's that feeling, that in-between feeling is really hard. And it's the not knowing that just really, you're better off knowing that it's like, no way, we'll never get back together, or, you know, that you have to move on. This person's done. But if they left you with an open door of, I just need time to think, or give me a break, you're left in this kind of feeling of, I don't know where I stand. So I get the limbo, stuck in limbo energy. I realize that I love you. Can I not be with you and still realize that I love you? Absolutely. So you could have someone out there that's still in love with you, but just can't be in this connection for some reason right now. And they're struggling, Spirit's saying. They're struggling to not see you. It's almost like I'm working really hard at trying to push you away. Maybe there's a reason we're pushing each other away. Maybe they're just trying to not hurt someone else. Trying to not push you away is the feeling coming into me. Spirit, can I have a couple more of these? Then we'll get into the cards. I can't stand leaving you. That came into me more as more of a what have I done energy. I've made a mistake. Okay. Just something like that. Just this feeling of, oh my God, you know, what have I done? Maybe they're just struggling with the consequences of the chain reaction of something that has happened recently. So I can't stand leaving you. I want your touch. I want to hear your voice. You're a reflection of me. Some of you could be twin flames. You know that already. It could be not only a no contact, but it could be a no contact twin flame separation. I have abandonment issues. So I pushed you away because sometimes people, I know it doesn't make sense, but sometimes people push someone away because the thought of them having somebody that they have to rely on, or that they've given their heart, their emotions to somebody else, they somehow feel like they've lost control of guarding themselves from being hurt, or something along those lines. It doesn't make sense, but that's unfortunately how their subconscious is thinking. I want to be in your life, and you are so sweet. So there is this feeling of what have I done? There's definitely a mistakes energy coming into me right now. So let's see what some of the cards are saying. We'll get into some more clues. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for my no contact? It can be any sign and any sign of the person that you're thinking of. So this invisible crown and this honor, I'm going to say I deserve more respect. someone coming forward and saying, you're right, I didn't respect you, or I didn't honor you, I didn't treat you right, I need to treat you right, I need to treat you better. So you could have, in the meantime, during the separation, taken back your power and said, I'm realizing that I deserved more respect and I deserve to be treated better. I have a unicorn, a fantasy land. Often I wonder if this is all just a fantasy. Should I be even wasting my time thinking about you? Should I even be wondering if we should be together? Should I be wondering if we're supposed to be together again, or why were you put in my life? So it could be, I feel like I'm just daydreaming that we could be together again. And some of you maybe, that this person has moved on and we just are not going to find our way back to each other. But this feeling of asking yourself, at least, is this real? Is the waiting and being patient worth it? Or am I in a, daydreaming fantasy land? So we want to be careful with that. You've made an impression on me with these footsteps in the sand. And this is a feeling of, I can't get you out of my mind. Just this impression. It's like in my DNA somehow, in my memory bank, like all these impressions, memories and firsts and things that have happened to us. And I just feel like I'm constantly going through those things in my mind. I have a bow tie, I have style, a little bit of I like your style. So somebody could be very unique, you're special, there's no one like you. I can't find anybody that fills your shoes. There's nobody out there that is even in your league. So this person could be realizing what they've lost, or you're the one that got away. And the grass wasn't greener on the other side, Spirit's saying. So if they thought that there was all kinds of options out there that are going to be better than what they had, I think they're realizing that now. A safety pin and repair. Can we repair? Can we repair this hurt? Can we find it within our heart to find our way back to each other? I do believe that we can repair. We all have the ability to forgive and forget. We all have the ability to heal. It's if two people really want to do that together, they can. So we do have the ability to repair and kind of bring ourselves back together, bring it together. I desire you. I miss your lips. I want to kiss your lips. This feeling of, I don't know. I threw it all away is how it came into me. This sense of, what did I do? Sometimes people just are rash, like they're not thinking and they just make like this rash decision and they find themselves alone. I have a buck, my masculine energy, maybe my ego, maybe this feeling of, I felt like I needed to be in control. I'm in control. I'm the powerful one. I'm the leader of the pack. And maybe my masculine energy was, I don't know, somehow trying to rule this connection somehow, and it wasn't equal. And I have a zebra. You're unique. They're definitely sharing this feeling of, I can't find anybody like you, is how I feel. I feel like I'm just, I don't know if they're surprised, but maybe they're just realizing what they had. And it's kind of an eye opener to, I had it good and I threw it all away. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that my person wants me to know at this time? I know contact. I have a page of wands. Page of cups. I have a 3 of wands. And I have a knight of cups. I feel like this person wants to try again, is how it's coming into me. This is a feeling of, you fell in love with me once. It's a couple things. You fell in love with me once. You saw a future with me the first time. Like this is a feeling of you, somehow I caught you and you saw a future with me and we talked about a future and we were doing really, really well. And then this over here is we can do it again. It's these pages are optimistic. These pages are, I'm excited about this journey still. I think we can do this again. And it's almost like, do you remember falling in love with me? Do you remember what it was like? Because I do, and I want to see if we can recreate that. So you've got somebody who's definitely in this page energy of, I still have feelings for you and I have renewed feelings, they're saying. So we can have that kind of second chance falling in love again, where you literally fall back in love with each other and you find new things about each other. And sometimes that hurt of being separated, it was so hurtful that you even try a lot harder. So this is a feeling of renewal energy. And I'm going to say just trying harder. There's a feeling of, I want to try harder. I guess I want to say it that way. Spirit, share with me. Okay, I have a Libra energy. I have a lover, emotionally fulfilled, harmonious unions. So you could feel like this is a soul connection. We were both emotionally fulfilled. I want to hold you in my arms. I miss this union. I threw it all. There's a sense of I threw it all away. I making a very quick decision, a very rash decision. Like this came on very suddenly, and I just either got upset about something, and I don't think it was like planned to exit this connection. I think they just got upset about something. I have an Aquarius energy, the inventor, unconventional ideas, progress. How about our relationship or our path isn't perfect, but we're making progress? And even going through these kinds of events and not, having time to heal or having a break from each other is in its own way progress for us. So I know it's hard to imagine, but sometimes it really does help. I have a Scorpio energy. I have death, a breakup, an ending, letting go, a total overhaul. I needed to make some changes. I needed to push this away so that I could make some changes. You could make some changes. I can see more clearly. I can open up to this connection, Spirit just said. So there's a feeling of, I just needed to, clear my head. The gypsy, the wanderer, free spirit, lives lives on her own terms. So, and you can see this strong Sagittarius energy here. So there's the uniqueness, there's the style. I appreciate that about you. If you're a Sagittarius, they could really appreciate that you live your life on your own terms and they didn't want to hold you back. They didn't want to be the one that was preventing you from living your dream or not allowing you to do something because of them in some way, but they weren't holding you back. And I think we can find the space that we can both be our own person and be in this connection. Spirit, please share with me. I have trying to fixed in the middle, purpose driven. I want to feel more secure, reliable. I want to keep on going. I want to carry this on. So this feeling of, can you meet me in the middle? I do want you to feel more secure. I do want to be more reliable to you. I mean, they would have to be. You've got to know where you stand. And that was that feeling of that unicorn, where is this a fairy tale? Is this a fantasy that I'm just hoping for? I have a twin flame. Maybe some of you have identified that you're a twin flame, a Gemini energy. This flip-flopping. Okay, I need to know that you are my partner. You're my partner in life. I can't have you all in one day and then you just throw it away the next day. So you can't just chalk it up as I made a mistake. I'm sorry, because feelings are at stake. And they're saying more, even more was at stake. It could be we had long-term plans. We could have investments. We could live together. Some of you could have a child together. So we have more at stake than just us. I have a beautiful Leo energy and Queen of Fire. So I haven't forgotten you is how that just came into me. I haven't forgotten your passion. I haven't forgotten your flame. I haven't forgotten the energy that you bring to this connection. So they could love that about you. They could love that you live your life the way that you see it on your terms. They love your passion. They love how you throw yourself into the things that you care about. Okay. I have a Capricorn, King of Earth. Capricorn within a year. I'm going to say what a difference a year makes. The feeling of any day now can change your life. And this time next year, you could be in a totally different place with your person. But I'm going to pick up on the earth element just with that Capricorn for a moment, just with that grounding feeling, putting down roots. Maybe that's what we need. We just didn't feel grounded, and we need to feel more secure. I have a Libra energy. I just want to know the truth. So either you want to know the truth, they want to know the truth. We have to talk. We have to talk about truth. How about just true feelings, like brutally honest, true feelings? That's what it's going to take to start that flame again and to reconnect. So I guess if somebody's saying, okay, I get it, I've got to be brutally honest with you, and I'm hoping I can be. Are you open to receiving that communication? The golden thread. Destiny weaves our connection. Hold onto the bond that feels unbreakable. So that's the thread that connects us, that invisible string that connects us, that a lot of us talk about. You have to physically try to cut it sometimes, just to release a karmic situation. But there's also this feeling of we're woven together. And it's really, really hard in certain contracts, soul contracts, to cut that string. It's not that easy. You don't just stop loving somebody. And sometimes you take a break from somebody and you realize that I didn't stop loving you and I've made a huge mistake, that I miss you and I want you and I really hurt you, and now you don't trust me, and now you don't care what I have to say, and it's a feeling of I don't blame you. The lonely lamp. Guidance may come from the faintest light. Seek, faintest light, seek, and you shall find it. So it's almost like a hermit card there, where you're following that lantern of that light inside of you until the answers come. But your person could be feeling lonely also. They could be seeking the answers within themselves. What do I want? Knowing you may want a more of a commitment. Maybe you may be asking for where are we headed, and they haven't been able to give that to you. So they're feeling the loneliness. They're definitely seeking answers for themselves, like how did I get here? The midnight masquerade. Masks conceal the truth, but also reveal hidden beauty. So I've been hiding behind my mask, right? I have held back my fears. I have not shared with you what has been going through my mind in the last couple weeks or months. Then all of a sudden, one day I up and I throw it all away. And you wonder, where did this come from? But were they thinking about it behind that mask? Were they just not sharing what they were feeling or thinking, and it was building some kind of, resentment or actions? But right now it's a feeling of, if I take off that mask and I'm truthful, of course, you'll see the real me. The forgotten path. Sometimes the right path is the one less traveled. Trust your instincts. Boy, that feels like your person wants to ask you that, are you ready to travel a path with me that not everybody else travels? Maybe other people haven't gone through what we're going through, or they haven't experienced the intensity of what we have, or what we're going through today. And they're asking you to trust your intuition. They're asking you to trust your heart. And you might not be there right now. You might not be ready for, if I trust you, I'm going to get hurt. So it is a feeling of almost asking you to take that leap of faith again, which you gave them a chance, obviously. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. But it is like, can you trust your heart? You know, your mind is saying no, but your heart is saying yes energy. So I think that that's what they're trying to ask you there. Spirit, can I have some feelings, please? What are the feelings in this connection? I've written entire messages to send to you, but I always end up deleting them. My fear of intimacy paralyzes me. So I'm afraid to be vulnerable with you. Whether they were vulnerable with you before, they are having a hard time putting in words, for sure, what it is that they need to say. So in the meantime, they're staying in this isolation and lonely energy, and that's not helping anybody. You know that. I run because I am just no good right now. I'm not worthy of you, or I've disappointed you so many times. How could you even love me anymore? How could you even want me anymore? So they could be feeling a little bit of a pity pot. They could be just feeling that they're not worthy of you anymore, that you'd be better off without them. And they may have even said that to you, that you could be with other people, go find somebody else. But the truth is, that's not what you want. You want them to be strong and healed and want to be with you. So some kind of insecurity coming in. I still have no idea what to say to you. So I'm really struggling with, where do I begin? Or how do I start again? How do I be that page of cups and just be excited about a second chance and fall in love with you again? So I feel like once we get going, we would be okay. It's just that first step is always the hardest one. It's always the hardest one, even when you first meet somebody new. It's the getting to know somebody stage. It's the getting over the hurdle of, do I want to be with this person? So it's no different in this reconnect. It's just easier because you know each other. Sometimes you can pick right up where you left off. I've been hurt so badly before. I'm afraid of the damage you could do. I've never loved like this before. To have you and lose you would be my undoing. This person is very afraid of being abandoned. They are saying to themselves, if I really love you and I really give you everything, are you going to be the one that hurts me also? And I feel like that's what their biggest struggle is. But they can't come out and say that because they're either masculine energy, their ego is saying, that would make me look weak. That would make me look insecure, not confident. So they're struggling with, how vulnerable can I be without you looking at me as being totally insecure about my feelings? I'm constantly battling myself. That's exactly what they're doing. They're wondering, how did I get here? How did I get to this place? How did I push this away? How did I make this mistake? What have I done? So it's a little bit of a beating themselves up, I'm going to say. Thank you for being you. You're still my light in the dark. That's nice. Maybe you help them. Even when you're not with them, they think of the positive, and maybe you help them. The reason I come and go is because I just can't stay away, but I'm not ready to give all I know you deserve, so I run. So you have somebody that is struggling. I'm constantly battling myself. I'm constantly saying, I should be giving more. You deserve more. Why do you want to be with me? Because I battle fears of, what if I give my heart to you and you hurt me? But this isn't helping either. And I do feel like this person is going to try to come back around. I do feel like they are on the brink of breaking with that isolation. I will say that. I feel that they are, just missing you, but more importantly, they're realizing what they had. And I think that sometimes is what they need to see. They need to see what they had and what they're missing. I don't expect you to forgive me. Some of you might not. Some of you watching this may not be able to forgive, but it's like, I don't expect you to forgive me, but I feel like I want to say, but I hope that you do. I thought it would be over by now, but I somehow still feel the same about you. So even though we're apart, I still feel the same. And I don't care if this is a week, a month, or 10 years. Sometimes we still feel that connection, that string, and it just doesn't go away. I make excuses because I don't want to love again. So I say I'm busy. I'm busy with work. I don't have time for a relationship. I have to work on my priorities. I've got to put more time into my kids. They come up with other reasons to not be available. Please let me go. I need my space. I cannot give you what you need. And that's the feeling of, I feel like they just kept pushing you away and saying things like, you could be with anybody, and that's not what this connection needs. This connection needs them to want to be in this connection and not push you away. It's like my heart wants to go its own way no matter what I try. I do believe that. I feel like sometimes our mind says, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm exhausted. And then our heart says, what about me? What about me? How am I going to heal? How am I going to repair? What about what I want? I knew it from the start. That feels like I knew I was going to push this away. So this person could have a history of pushing. They could have a history of being a runner, but it's overwhelming to them that even after all this time, I still think of you. I am comfortable where I am, and I don't want to change. I don't know about that. I feel like, again, this person's lonely. They're struggling with a battle within themselves. So they might be telling themselves, I'm in a better place or I'm better off. But is that necessarily true? Not necessarily. You are too good to be true. I really feel like your person is waking up to the fact that whatever time you've had between the two of you, that they have made a mistake and that these feelings are not going away. And it's not as easy as they thought it was going to be. I feel Spirit is sharing with me. It's a breaking down energy. It's a giving in energy to their feelings, giving into this connection. I never thought I could feel this way about someone again. So maybe there was something in the past that they got abandoned or really broke their heart. And when they started to fall for you, all those feelings came back, some feelings that they hadn't dealt with. And now all of a sudden they find themselves with, I'm in love again, and I'm just so afraid I'm going to be hurt again. So there they go. They take off. I threw it all away, and it's a big mistake. I know I have to make a decision. It's in my face. The decision's in my face all the time. It feels like every time I look at my phone, I have to make a decision. Every time I hear a song, I think of you. So we're going to put this out into the universe. I can't make a promise that this person's going to be reaching out to you. For some of you, I'm going to say yes, because I do feel like they've hit their breaking point. I do feel like they are realizing that these feelings haven't gone away, even with the break. So there's got to be something more going on here. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person reaches out to some of you in a very short period of time. But in the meantime, you take care of yourself, you do all the right things, and you're strong, and you work on yourself, and you allow spirit to work for both of you. If it's meant to be, it will be. But let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank spirit for these messages today. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you would like to check out my other 2 channels, please do that. The links are in the description. If you're interested in seeing my website for private reading, the website is KathyMamolinsPsychicMedium.com. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again in another Love Messages real soon.